years since your death, and we still hear your voice like it was yesterday on the one way, and we're on our way to hear you preach. Dr. Martin, it's been 50-something years since your death. 50-something years since you took your last breath, and we're still in awe of your speech. Your words had teeth, bit our skin, and left a bruised memory. I think each poem, and as I grow as a poet, there's an evolution of how I write my poems. So, but each poem I would say is from a space of an experience that I was trying to tap into, whether it was an experience for myself or someone else that I was trying to speak life into and share their story. I feel a lot of things about MLK Day. What I would say is that I'm definitely happy and pleased that our nation, despite the history and despite the current rights climate, chooses to recognize this day. I think it's a day that we celebrate someone who has transformed our country and race relations as a whole for the better. What's interesting though, I do feel like the MLK itself, the day itself, is very mainstream. We don't highlight the things that Martin Luther King Jr. was about that is not so celebrated.
Last writing prompt is about beloved community. Does anybody know what a beloved community is? Anybody? So to him, Dr. King's beloved community is a global vision in which all people can share in the wealth of the earth. And the beloved community. So what I wanted to do is create an open space for artists to just write and just, enjoy the day and really think about what Martin Luther King Jr. was trying to do. And what he had become successful with. I also wanted to bring up women in the civil rights movement because I feel like women a lot of times get lost. Coretta Scott King, who is the reason why we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday as a national holiday, because she worked so hard after her husband's death to really make this a day. So we are creating an art installation piece that's going to be going up at a local youth art center and Project Silk, so that's really exciting. And then I had like 3 writing prompts and like a space to just kind of just write and chill. So really, for me, it's time to reflect on the work that he's done, but also be reminded of like the supporters underneath him and the folks who've moved underneath him. Bayard Rustin is like someone who I idolize so much and I think is forgotten a lot of times when we're talking about Martin Luther King Jr., mostly because he is a gay man. And at that time, he was also out. So he orchestrated all those marches that you hear about. And all those marches that and see photos of, Salem, all of them were orchestrated by Bayard Rustin.
Let's get this party started. There are about as many ways to describe and define jazz as there are ways to prepare a meal. However, there are a few things that are universally conclusive. For instance, jazz is an American art form and very much reflects the democratic principles on which this country was founded. It is
He just basically means change agent. He means to me the rebel, to the epitome of what a rebel would look like. That was MLK. And most people don't think of that or think of him like that because he was peaceful. But I think what they don't understand is that he has a very rebel, kind of raw, kind of like don't touch me type of tactics, and the way he was thinking and going about things, that was very interesting. So that's what MLK means to me. It's very powerful.
We can't wait because if we wait, it'll be the 12th of never that we ever see freedom. We have to take action now. We have to let our voices be heard. And I think that is so important. That is something that I've always stood for as well, is to just get an individual to find and explore and express one's voice. And sometimes action, you see what a person does more than someone can talk, but it's the action that makes it actually manifest. So we just can't wait because we've been waiting far too long, So, no, today is the day, every day, to do something proactive and something that's going to promote unity and strength and forward movement, fairness, equality, all of those things.
What is your identity? I mean, did you ever question the sources I mean the sources of those sources that selected the lesson plans, the plans to lessen the potential of a people. Ever think about these things? Or is it that in the mirror, all you could possibly see is what society has created as your reality?
They say dark skin always commands too much attention. We're always silenced with the words all and inclusive, so constantly divided by our too much black, or our too much culture, or our too much different. We're never embraced when needed. My beauty is in the eyes of myself. I have no beholder.
You are not quite, not almost, a maybe, not this, not that. You are somewhere between.
History is being written from the perspective of his story, but I choose to write my own story, venture the truth, and finally speak words that have been here for centuries. See, they have no color.
Surely there is no enchantment against me, no divination against me.